Hey, Miss Smith. All right, Miss Smith. Davenport, you there?
Yeah,
Okay. Davenport, read all the norms for us, and then we'll talk real quickly about what we're going to do.
no one has the right to hurt another person. Education or a classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. An Excel Academy Southwest student always acts with integrity. We take pride in Excel Academy of Southwest. We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post secondary endeavors.
Okay. So look, Miss Smith, Davenport, I'm putting a link in the chat. I want y'all to jump over there. You're going to get points for paying attention to the speaker, okay?
All right.
Are you trying to present your screen right now, by any chance? So when you go to the bottom, do you see that present now button? If you take your mouse down towards the bottom. So go ahead and click on the link, you two, and join the conversation. And there's three options: your entire screen, a window, or a tab. Um, Depending on what you want to share, if it's like a PowerPoint presentation, you'll have to do your entire screen, I believe, for me. Okay, two students are here. Is everything okay with you? Okay, okay. And then after you click present now, you'll have to click once more on the screen that you want, and then press.
Here's just a little bit about me. I sell playgrounds. In my role is selling to the city of Chicago, all sorts of clients there. I own the company, and we run a team of about 14 people. About 6 of those are outside salespeople, so they work with people to plan their playgrounds and site furniture spaces, outdoor play spaces. So there's a little bit about me. I went to school for fine arts for design. I've gotten the ability to be on an advisory board for the manufacturer that we sell for. And that's been pretty exciting as well. So there's a little bit about me. I just want to kind of start this presentation with just kind of opening up any discussion about play. Any ideas about you guys have about play, or just starting out? Does anybody have thoughts or anything to say about play in general? Just the thing itself. So here's kind of some of the things that that we do. We do the playgrounds. We do things like table benches, picnic tables, things, fitness equipment, the Ninja Warrior type pieces. We do splash pads, basketball courts, and soccer goals. Really, what we believe is that play is like an essential part of life, and it's essential to build communities, and it's ultra important to everybody's quality of life as well. Having a life that includes play is a better life. So that's kind of what we're all about doing. Here's some examples of the products we sell that try to help support building play into our lives. We do work with Chicago Public Schools on a lot of their playground spaces. We try to build them inclusive spaces so that kids with all abilities can use the pieces that we do. Someone who uses a wheelchair or walker, kids that want to climb. The idea, some of the concepts that we build into our playgrounds is a multi-skill level. So if you have a 3-year-old who's just starting preschool, they may not be able to do it, go across the monkey bars yet. But yet, by the time they're in 5th grade, they want something really challenging. So we try to build steps into the playgrounds that we do so that you can step from something easy onto something harder and harder. Shade, things like seating, shade, somewhere to put your bike, somewhere to put your garbage, all of those things are ideas and things we try to put into the spaces. Our company got started with this kind of a crazy picture, right? Just an old pile of tires, and our founder Jack kind of made the idea of turning them into these, which are tire toys, which were intended to be for kids to play on, climb inside, make little houses out of, jump on top of, bounce. They bounce, they play back. And so that's kind of how it all began, is bolting these tires together to make structures that people could climb on. He met a guy named Steve who was making these kinds of structures out of lumber and plywood. And Jack decided he was going to sell Steve's pieces that he created instead of keep selling tire toys. So then they kind of merged and they put some of the tire toys in. And Steve's company actually grew bigger and bigger. And then today it's a big manufacturer. They've got about 500 employees. They make all the parts for the playgrounds on their campus up in Minnesota. So that just kind of gives a little bit of an overview. They have welders, they have all sorts of different fabricators. They package it and we ship from there pretty much on a daily basis. pretty amazing group of people. The factory there is actually employee owned. So everyone who works there gets shares of the company for the number of years, every year that they work there. So Steve decided to pass it on to his employees instead of selling it to big venture capitalists or something like that. So they're all employee owners. So they have a lot of ownership when they actually make the playgrounds that they sell, that we sell for them here. So just a little more detail. So you've got the factory, and then we're their local representative. So we're the in-between people between the institutions, the park districts, the cities and schools, and the factory. So if somebody's thinking about building a play space, they'll come to us, and we go to the factory and kind of work back and forth as like a liaison. Here's just an example. We may go out and take measurements, and we build them to scale, and we try to plan out the space so that there's good flow and enough space in between everything, and all our standards are followed. And the picture on the right is what was created. There's the final picture on the left. That's kind of showing the same thing. You can see that little rock in the center is that rock in that actual space. So these are some of the things that we really focus on when we're going about our job. We first just try to listen to everybody. What is the need? What ages are the kids? How many kids are playing at a time? What level of challenge is wanted? And then the ideas, we take those all ideas from a group and try to organize and process the input. And then we create presentations. Here's some of the skills that we use. We use math pretty much every day in all aspects of our job, from the measuring and trying to diagram out the spaces, working with people's budgets. So if they have a set amount of money, trying to get their projects created for that. We work with architects and engineers all the time on these things too, where they're trying to get enough good information from us about the project so that they can run cost analysis. So all of these different details on how we calculate rates and square footages and cubic feet of something, and it's a whole lot of math, everything from the product costs down to the shipping and the sales tax. And then critical thinking is another thing that our job really involves. It's how do we take this information and try to process it so we figure out what's the project all about, what's the goals. Being able to articulate these things when somebody's looking for funding, for example, really articulating the need, how many kids need to play, how many, I've had ones where we've had a retirement community and they want a place to sit outside. I mean, something simple as just sitting outside and being with each other in a shaded, comfortable area. And then presentation, using design skills. CAD is the computer-aided design program that most of our industry uses for construction. The architects use, and then the 3D modeling. So just to these presentation skills are pretty important to our ability to sell the products and communicate what can be. And then also project management, construction. It's kind of like we're in between a lot of these different parts of industry and how things happen. So we sit in between the manufacturer and the installer and the owner. We're sort of like a giant liaison. Here's an example of one of the playgrounds, like a 3D model of it. The renderings we do so people can really see what they're getting. And this is almost like a Lego set where you can pick and choose different pieces. People really try to give us as much input as what they're going for. And then we try to take all that input and create these visuals so they can see. And then it becomes a park. Goes through a process of procurement, and then eventually the installers go out there, and really general contractors generally build these, but they may have questions for us about how the pieces go together. And again, trying to read all those technical diagrams and make sure that it's safe and effective in it. And here's a presentation board that we do for people. So we plan out this space, make sure the spacing's all right, and then try to show them the overall design. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay. I have a few more pictures if that's helpful. Here's a few that we've done around Chicago. This one's on the south side. To see this, it had an old playground that was maybe 20, 25 years old, and then the whole site got totally transformed. And we're a tiny piece of this project where, there's a nonprofit involved. There's all sorts of city agencies. There's an architecture firm. There's engineering firms. And this one was created so that this space is actually designed to take in hundreds of thousands of gallons of water is the infrastructure in between underneath these fields and this playground. There's rain gardens, and where there's all the water in the city goes into these sewers, and it's very expensive to move all that water out. And so as the play yards turn from asphalt parking lots where all the water drains into the sewers, they get transformed into spaces like this, that where all the water can then go into the ground. So from a city planning perspective, we get to see these. It's not like we're inventing this. It's just we're a small piece of this much broader puzzle to both create a community space where that's serves the community well, with this running track and the ball fields and space for kids to grow and play, gardens, bringing nature back to cities, where we're just supporting with the products, trying to have innovative, interesting pieces that could be built into these spaces. Here's some other ideas where sometimes people like the idea of a theme, where it's a barn or a castle or an old town or something like that. So the manufacturer will really support whatever ideas people come up with. If they can build it, they'll go ahead and make it through customizing products. We actually just did one on the west side in Douglas Park, where they had an old abandoned mini golf course. And the students there was a youth group in Lawndale that came together and came up with ideas for each mini golf hole. And then with the Park District and Lincoln Park Zoo, we were able to manufacture what they created on their designs to renovate the mini golf course. And so it's going to be opening up soon in another month or two. Here's another example. So these just trying to make different kinds of playgrounds that serve, all different populations. This one's got a wheelchair accessible merry-go-round and, younger kids play space and older kids, trying to find that challenge level gap. So anyway, I'll stop sharing here for a second. Come back to see you. Hello.
Hi, Ms. Staggs. They were awesome. Those parks, those playgrounds. They're very. They seem very modern. but also too just aesthetically, they were pleasing to the eye, and I think that that's just incredible, you know. And the fact that you collaborate with young people on, you know, how things should be in their point of view, because they are the ones that are probably engaging in a lot of the play as well too. They're at that stage in their life where play is important.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think I went to that colorful one that was like on the south side that you mentioned with my niece, and she really liked that part.
Oh, at Wadsworth. Yeah. Yeah. That it's so you've actually been there. That's great. And she liked it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was like colorful and stuff, and that's what kids like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing what color can do. You know, just it has such an impact. Visually when you're driving by and just down a community to have these types of things exist, even I just think it sends a message, you know, about playfulness and life and creativity, just like positive energy coming out. Anybody else? Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Sustainable. So the program that CPS has been working with is called Spaces to Grow, and it's a conjunction with collaboration between the Water Reclamation District and the City of Chicago. And the City of Chicago has to address this problem of all this water going to sewers, just because there's so much hard space in Chicago, asphalt, concrete, impervious surface. So impervious, like water can't drain through it. It has to sheet drain off of it. And the more hard space that gets created through skyscrapers and building out parking lots and all of that, the less water, you know, over the whole course of the city can actually drain into the ground. And then the storm sewers in a heavy rain get filled too fast because the more hard surface is there. And if you study IIT, yeah, I'm sure you could even address well beyond what I'm saying. But so someone had the idea. What? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty incredible that they had the idea that instead of just building more tunnels for water, they could take the money that would cost and actually put it into transforming huge city properties like a school property, which was all asphalt. And they could not only have better school play yards, but they could also transform that whole city block at a time into spaces that could just drink the water in instead of building more sewers, you know, so then people can benefit from those spaces at the same time as their green technology of the impervious surfaces and the drainage can be utilized. It's pretty neat. Um, uh, so yeah, but a lot of city agencies coming together to try to make those programs work, and they've been doing them throughout the city. And I think the projects were chosen often by areas of flooding or areas where they saw that they really needed that water infrastructure as well. You know. Thank you.
I did too.
Yeah, I think this is a, you know, if our students, are interested in this topic, I think it'd be a wonderful way to kind of for them to express, you know, what they'd like to see in neighborhoods and spaces that they live in. You know. So thank you very much, Ms. Staggs. And I think we have about a couple more minutes. Did you have any questions for us, Ms. Staggs?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, what kinds of, does anybody have any thoughts about their communities? I mean, I'd love to hear if anybody has ideas about their community or what needs are kind of the biggest needs. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I agree with him. And like for my neighborhood, I'll probably like add more like playgrounds, like better playgrounds with more grass and like because like we live in a city and over east, like a lot of playgrounds get like it's like a parking lot like gravel instead of grass. So like it's a park, but it's not really any grass to play with, which is kind of dangerous or whatever. So I'll probably do something like that.
Yeah, that value of open space. Sometimes people just see grass and think it's just grass, but just to even have the nature in the open space and have it be a usable areas where you can run and kick a ball or play a frisbee or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll probably make a park where like kids get to like choose the toys and stuff, so they can express creativity and like it's kind of like art, kind of.
I think the world of art and play is so close together. It's just being able to have that innovation and yeah, kind of explore. Yeah, pretty neat. Cool.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Staggs. We look forward to perhaps engaging in something. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I bet.
All right. Well, bye, everyone. Thank you again.
All right, goodbye. We'll be in touch, Mr. George.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm going to send you guys an email before the end of the day. And Ms. Staggs, again, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time and your energy, and what an interesting perspective and industry you come from. I don't think the kids get to hear about that a lot. So,
Thank you very much. It was fun.
great. Enjoy your weekend.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so Smith Davenport, welcome back. Let me stop this. That was, in essence, your quiz. All you have to do is write, and I think I put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat again for you too. Just basically a two-page, not two-page. I'm sorry, two paragraphs. Not that much. It's like a paragraph is about 5 to 7 sentences. So I need two paragraphs on what you experienced today. How would you use this concept? This is, in fact, an engineering concept, and that's why I thought it was interesting. Instead of giving y'all just one long quiz, you know. So, I'm gonna put this on the screen here, and you see it in ESB, but I'm also putting it in the chat, and I'm gonna have Miss Smith read it. I think she reads really crisp, and then I'm gonna have you, sir, read something else, which is gonna be the objective, I think. All right, so Michaela, you there? Can you read that in the chat there?
Hello, all future electrical engineers. Beautiful. View the video of today's session with the guest speaker and provide a 1 to 2 paragraph report on what we discussed. Remember that the paragraph is 5 sentences long. You will need to type all responses in Google Docs and also download the PDF version to be uploaded and submitted to SB for grading. Please show all steps of calculation towards all final answers in order to receive optimal credit on the assessment.
Right. Okay. So that statement, that last one, which she read, was really about yesterday's assignment. So make sure you turn in the. Let me come over here and take a look. Your see who turned in what. So yesterday we had what was called substitution method, right? And in substitution method, you were supposed to. I thought I did attendance, and it doesn't look like it took. I'm just gonna mark y'all present. Because y'all did the whole thing. And great responses, Davenport. Ms. Smith was just like, nope. I'm like, oh Lord. So I'm looking at the grades and grade book. Let's see who got it done. If you got it done, you're gonna be leaving a little early. Okay, so Ms. Smith, you got to do the assessment from yesterday. Do you know how to start it? You have that document I shared with you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just got to finish that up and turn it in. Did you have questions about it? Because we got a few more minutes. We can talk about it. And Davenport, you haven't turned it in either. So what's going on with that one, you all? I see, Mikayla, you got this one done on the 27th. Davenport, you there? Do you have everything you need?
My Wi-Fi disconnected.
Oh, okay. So do you have everything you need to finish up yesterday's assignment? Because you haven't turned it in.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I wasn't didn't have my computer yesterday, so I'm gonna watch the video and then turn it in.
All right, so that's what I was going to come to. I'm going to show you guys where the video is real quick. Am I presenting? I got to check that. Yeah, I am presenting. So in SB, you can go to your library, right? And if you see what I'm doing, I click on my library. This is a better way than the classroom view because you got to keep scrolling like Facebook until you find the right video or the right assignment. So if you go inside of SB in your library, you have this link here, which if I hover over it, it says intro to engineering with Robotics Q4 chat transcripts. And if I click on the link and go a little further, you'll see two of these here, right? Now, one of them is the video, but I'm gonna do you all a bit of a strong solid by giving you the YouTube link, which is easier to watch. So give me one moment, I'm gonna pull it up. And do you guys have the notes? I shared a document with you and everything. Do you have the notes from yesterday? Y'all still have that document?
I wasn't here yesterday, but it should be my email.
Oh, okay. You wasn't here yesterday, so you need the document again. Let me first open up the YouTube link for you. And then I'm going to share the link for the document one more time. I want you to try to get it done today, and if not, by Monday, I got to put a 0 in. I'm trying to keep your scores up. We're walking into week 3. I already mentioned the fact that you're going to need your kits. So if you have your kit, good. If you don't, you need to schedule to come to school and get it because on Monday, I'm giving assignment straight out of the little book that comes with the kit. You're not going to really be able to do the assignment if you don't have your kit because inside the kit, the book is in there. So, bear
Did
that
you
in
ever
mind.
send me the YouTube link of how to make it?
Yeah, I did. You didn't get it?
Okay. No, I didn't see it in my email.
Oh, wait. I think I sent it to your email, fam. All right. I'll send it again tonight, but.
Okay, thank you.
You got your kit already, though?
Yeah, that was the first thing they gave me.
Okay, good. Okay. Then I'm gonna find that video and send it to you again. Let me make a note of that. So, let me stop this because I'm talking and I don't want to be talking. There we go. Videos. And I'm going to grab yesterday's recording. And all you had to do is use the document to complete it. Now, I'm going to give you, let's see here, because this was the class where we had a meeting with Code Nation. So I'm going to give y'all both videos. I suggest you watch the one with physics because they have the same problem. And it's explained a little more in that one because I think our class was interrupted a little bit with that meeting. So here we go. This is Intro to Engineering recording for yesterday. Yeah, I might want to bookmark these links real quick. Okay. That's that one. And then I'm going to grab the one for physics as soon as I can get this to work. I could have sworn I put that link in there and it didn't save. That's all right. I'll fix you. So open up that link, you two. I want to see if it works for you. Is the link functional, Michaela and Deontay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm about to put the physics one in there in case that one is not enough information. All right. 1 second. I gotta make sure that link is in there for everybody. I thought I did this last night, actually. All right, good. Okay, something's up with ESB because I know I did this stuff last night. And then we have physics. It should already have the link in there. Okay, that's Townhouse. There we go. And the physics students is a different set of students. They did the same problem, right? So if you think you don't understand that video, you can always go back and watch this video. Grab this. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put this in here. This is physics with algebra. Both these classes did the same problem. You might want to save both the links. Now, the link to the notes, that's the last thing you guys need. Let me grab that. All right, and this is robotics. Okay, and where is my document? There we go. Copy this, and we're gonna come here. And the link from yesterday, these are the notes. Notes from class on substitution method. You have to download this link. Download the document, open it up as your own, and then change it. You're going to change the date, the name, because the name says Mike Tyler. And don't forget to put the definitions of the words in there, okay? The word of the day, you can add some points to your score. For today, you have to put, let's see here. Let me come out of this. You have to define, I think it was flagrant was the word of the day. So let me represent me. Come on. And this is going inside of that quiz. So you guys are gonna write up those two paragraphs, right, about what happened, and turn that in for the quiz today. Then also turn around and make sure you finish up yesterday's assignment. So this is the word of the day, flagrant. You want to add that word to the document. Now, what I mean by the document, right? I'm going to come here. Michaela, did the document open? Davenport, did it open for you?
Yeah.
It opened? Okay. So download it, open it up, and then start getting it done. What about you, Mr. Davenport? Did the document open for you?
Get what the
Yeah.
we're not writing the paragraph.
You said what, Michaela?
You said get it done. We're not doing the paragraph.
No, the paragraph was for today. That document was for yesterday. Okay. So do the paragraph first, right? On what you saw happen in that meeting. This is for yesterday's work, the 29th. Okay. You're going to download this when you're ready to work on it from that link and then edit it. You don't have to do too much to 1S. Just learn how to do the math. Right. And I give you strategies. There's some algebra. Now you can't just copy and paste the same stuff here because you don't, equation 1, you got 2 divided by 2. So it's going to be 1x, right? And then 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2y, and then so on and so forth. That's this step here where it says initial strategy, right? First, reduce all fractions. And you just follow my strategies to finish up 2s. That's yesterday's assignment. Today's assignment, you want to create a new Google Doc, name it, date it, and put intro to engineering, right? And you're going to put quiz 1 for the title. Type your paragraph. Don't forget about your word of the day, flagrant. And you still got to define the other word, which was what? Algebra. All right. So is everybody clear on what to do? Because we're about the end of class. I want to give you some time to get ready for your next period. And y'all did good, huh?
I said I understand what we're supposed to be doing.
You have no questions. Good. What about you, Miss Smith?
No.
You said nope. All right. Okay. So I'll see you all on Monday. Turn in everything you can tonight so I can boost these scores. Y'all have a great weekend.